foul. Sammons takes him to the bucket.
Real good by Lincoln Hall.
And Pikeville retakes the lead. And Prestonsburg both away. Nice steal that time. Trinity Rose, she takes Razor, another drive and another dunk. Boy, I tell you.
Don't stop, check it out, y'all. Come on, don't stop again.
Driving down the lane, up and under the big man, putting it up and in.
Yeah, we on the road.
You leave her open, you'll shoot it. It nails it.
Yeah,
Second three-point basket of the night.
yeah, the game. Don't stop, water in my veins. Don't stop the game.
We'll take this one to the rack.
Don't stop,
Both
water
it
in
down.
my
Yeah,
veins.
that knee looks all right on that one. Yep.
Don't stop.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Prestonsburg Fieldhouse for tonight's game between Prestonsburg and Floyd Central. It will be a doubleheader. The first game tonight is the girls' game. This is Larry Cecil along with Justin Holbrook. And Justin, give us what you see of what's going to happen here tonight on these games.
Well, we've mentioned it a couple times, Larry. These teams have grown up playing against each other, so they're both very familiar with each other's style of play and the players they played against them since they've been in grade school. So I expect a good competitive game on both ends. And we didn't do the game up at Floyd Central because they canceled the boys' game. So I anticipate a real good matchup tonight. For Floyd Central, shooting 47% from the field, 25% from the three-point line, and 65% from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Katie Moore with 17 points a game, Kennedy Harville with 12, Grace Martin with 9, Jada Johnson with 8, Riley Jo Compton with 5, and Cameron Shannon with 4. And for rebounds, Grace Martin with 9 rebounds a game, Katie Moore with 8, Jada Johnson with 7, Riley Jo and Cameron Shannon at about 3 rebounds a game. And Floyd Central's lost 2 out of 3 coming into this. So, if you're Prestonsburg, you may catch them on a bad night. And if you're Floyd Central, trying to get back on the winning track here, they beat Eastridge. But, this 58 district, you just throw the records out the window.
You're exactly right. Floyd Central won the first meeting over there by 16 points, 66-50 over at their place. So Prestonsburg comes in tonight with a 7-8 record on the season. They've had 6 games that they've not been able to play. Their last game was when they played up at Betsy Lane, 59-56 loss, and we was there for that game. That was a good game. They had a couple of starters, or one starter out and a couple of players off the bench that didn't play that night.
Coach Kidd was out too.
And exactly right, Coach wasn't there, and they held their own. It was, in doubt who was going to win that game right down to the very end. So they played Betsy Lane pretty tough up there. They come in tonight averaging 56.3 points a game and average giving up 56.9. So it's even. Stevens, I think, is only out of 15 games, they give up only 10 points more than they've scored. So they played pretty even so far on the season. They're shooting 36.7% from the field, 29.9% from the three-point line. They're averaging 7 three-pointers a game, averaging 54.8% from the free throw line. And a figure that stood out to me, you can see that they're shooting a lot of three-pointers, Justin. They're only averaging 7 free throws a game. So that tells you that, they don't take it to the hole a whole lot.
No.
Their leading scorer is Faith Lazar with 15.3 points a game. Selena Mullins is averaging 11.6. She is their best three-point shooter. She's hit 29 three-pointers so far on the season. Olivia Sloan comes in averaging 8.5 points a game. She's hit 23 three-pointers. Faith Lazar has hit 20 three-pointers. And also you've got Kylie Stevens that's hit 19 three-pointers. So that's their 4 three-point shooters. They averaging 38.4 rebounds a game. So, it's getting down, I think, 3 more weeks left in the regular season. So, things getting down. The coaches is fine-tuning their team, so it should be an interesting matchup here tonight. So we're going to send it back to the station for a short break, and we'll be back. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Use your smart home speaker to arm and disarm the system. A full line of cameras for both indoor and outdoor areas, so you can keep an eye on your property no matter where you are. Get an early alert for water leaks before you lose thousands of dollars to expensive flood damage. One easy-to-use interface for your phone and the slimline touchpad. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
The hottest device of the new year is now at Appalachian Wireless, the Samsung Galaxy S21. Till the end of February, all Samsung S21 models will be $400 off on the Advantage plan at Appalachian Wireless and AppalachianWireless.com. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Parkview Pharmacy in Minnie is now offering vaccines for flu, shingles, and pneumonia. We also offer RX flavor for children's medicine. Delivery service is available. We have a collection of the most popular Candleberry candles. Parkview Pharmacy has been servicing all your pharmaceutical needs for over 13 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Give us a call at 606-377-2117. Christy, Valerie, and all the friendly staff at Parkview Pharmacy would like to say good luck to the Jaguars.
At Home Care Health Services, we provide award-winning one-on-one attention to our patients in their own homes. Home Care Health Services is a Medicare and Medicaid certified agency founded by a nurse who saw a need in our region over 30 years ago. Since then, we have provided care for thousands of patients right where they belong. Ask for us by name with your family practitioner. Home Care Health Services at 606-432-2111.
Gearhart Broadband knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact Gearhart Broadband and connect to the internet speed that suits your journey and enjoy the ride.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. It feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
More than ever, we're all living online right now. It's one more reason using online account management from Gearhart Communications just makes sense. Visit ecare.gearhart.com to sign up so you can pay your bill, review your statements, or set up worry-free automatic payments, all without leaving your home. Make life a little easier. Online account management from Gearhart Broadband. Sign up today at ecare.gearhart.com.
Welcome back to the Prestonsburg Fieldhouse, where we're getting ready to have 58 District Showdown between Prestonsburg and the Lady Jags of Floyd Central. And Larry, I think we're setting ourselves up for a good one. I hope, boys and girls both.
I think so. You know, Floyd Central comes in the #1 team in our Intermountain Sports top 5, which we'll be talking more about at halftime. And another feature we've got is the 5 top plays of the week from last week. So what time we've got a little time before they have the introductions, we're going to run that so everybody can see our top plays of the week from last week. Hits 3. Yeah. But her team back to 1, 43-42. Here's Boyette trying to answer, and does. We're in a shootout, folks.
Yeah. Kick it back out. Robinson drives. And
Dixie Doodle goes.
Morton's getting everybody where he wants them. All about driving the lane. There's a 3, and it's good.
One, two, 3/4 court pressure as Benson Lane breaks it, gets it inside. Here's kid over to Boyette, trying to go back inside to Akers, puts it up and in. Kim Akers. He wanted to, didn't he?
Wanted to, yes. I think Tommy McKenzie wanted him to, too. And nice dribble. Oh, nice play. Van Hoops for two.
Wow.
Behind the back dribble and a scoop shot.
And we're back at the field house as going to have a good one here, I think, Justin. Like you said, we've got Prestonsburg and Floyd Central, and then following the girls' game, it will be the boys' game, and that ought to be a both of those teams have struggled some, but it ought to be an even match, with the way those teams are playing.
Yes, and I listened to the game at Floyd Central, and the boys, it was kind of nip and tuck, and then in the second half, Prestonsburg, I think Ryan Rose had a good second half there and kind of stretched out the lead, and I think they beat them by 13. But I think it was nip and tuck there the whole first half, so I anticipate a real good one in the boys matchup. And these girls here, I think it's going to be Prestonsburg's played well here at home. They got off that slow start against Betsy Lane when we were up here the first time. And, if Coach Kidd can get that corrected, might be in for a good one.
Well, he's they've lost several games this year because of the COVID, and I've seen where Floyd Central's only lost 3 games this year.
Yeah, they've been lucky. They have. Because
of the COVID, and, teams has missed a lot more than that. Let's see, Prestonsburg, how many they have actually lost? They're 7 and 8 and 6. They've lost 6 games, so that's a lot of games to lose with the chance for some on-court experience for a young team, which they've got a young team.
Yeah, it goes a long way. I mean, this year you're just lucky to get on the court, and get those games in. And when they're, all this stuff going around now, we got the weather to deal with too. So
right. Yeah, they've not been too many games played this week. I know we had a crew over at Pike Central last night, Pike Central and Belfry, as Belfry came into the Hawks Nest and took a win home.
That's a big win.
And that was a big win for them. Yes, big district game. Belfry is, of course, they've got the big guy in the middle, Bo Keurer, 7'3", and he had a strong game last night, was in double figures, and they're kind of getting it together right now. It'll be very interesting when the 15th region comes around, or the district tournaments come around, then the 15th region, boys and girls. It's going to be a pretty even tournament both ways, I think, this year.
Yeah, who can get going at the right time.
And
welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Prestonsburg High School for tonight's 58th district matchup between the Floyd Central Lady Jaguars and your Prestonsburg Lady Cats. Starting lineups, first for the visiting Lady Jaguars, number 5, Kennedy Harville. Number 11, Jada Johnson. Number 15, Cameron Shannon. Number 45, Grace Martin. And number 12, Katie Moore. Floyd Central is coached by Justin Triplett.
And the lights goes out here at the field house, but it's not because of the power.
No. The heat's still going.
That's for sure. It's got a warm upstairs here, isn't it? Getting the spotlights out, ready for the introduction of the Lady Black Cats from Prestonsburg. Got viewers watching from Knott County and also from Pikeville, Kentucky. We appreciate all the viewers looking in.
Now for your Prestonsburg Lady Cats, number 1, Audrey Prater. Number 13, Selena Mullins. Number 25, Faith Lazar. number 10, Kylie Stevens. And number 21, Olivia Sloan. The Lady Cats is coached by Brandon Kidd.
And that's our starting lineup for tonight's game here at the Prestonsburg Fieldhouse between Prestonsburg and Floyd Central. And we'd like to encourage everyone, if they're watching on Facebook or YouTube, to like, share, give us a comment, tell us where you're viewing from and who you're rooting for. And also, you can see this game on TV on WPRG Channel 5 and HD 105. We're not able to bring it to you on our radio station here tonight because of the power outage here. We still don't have power on the towers, so no radio coverage tonight.
It's been a tough week.
It has been. We got a viewer from Dearborn, Kentucky. That's over in Martin County. Looks like the Lady Jags will have it to start the game. Prestonsburg opens up, looks into be a
like a 2-3.
Look like a 2-3 matchup, actually, the way they was looking at it. That's Johnson with it. It goes down on the side over to Harville. Working around into the corner. Here's Moore. Drives the baseline. Shot up. No good. Grace Martin with the rebound. No good. And board cleared by Selena Mullins.
Good rebound.
The leading rebound for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, that last game, she had a boatload of rebounds.
She did. They work it into the front court, and they'll go down inside. Lazar turned around, put up, rattled out, and Martin comes off with the rebound. Gets it over to Moore. Into the front court it comes quickly. That's Harville to the bucket, puts it up and in. And a foul.
Good look ahead by Katie.
Fouls on Lazar. That is her first, team's first.
Lazar with the foul. That's a person that they do not need in foul trouble.
No, up at Betsy Lane the other night, she was in foul trouble too, and
yes.
I think it cost them.
Harville will be at the line, free throw up and good, and the Lady Jags will take a 3-0 lead. They come out in a 2-on-2 full court pressure. Into the front court, here to come. That's Kylie Stevens with it. And shot by Sloan, no good. Rebound comes off. That's Harville with it. Into the front court, now looking for some help. Gets it over to Johnson. She drives the lane, step through, up, no good. Rebound comes off from Lazar. Had a nice shot, just couldn't get it to fall. Quickly into the front court. Here's Mullins with it. Lazar, free throw line jumper, no good. Grace Martin again with the rebound.
Two good looks by Lazar here early.
Into the front court it come. That's Johnson to the bucket again. And misses again. Rebound comes off. Lazar again. And here's Prater. No good. And rebound, Mullins up and one. Offensive rebound put back for Selena Mullins. She'll have a chance to tie it at the free throw line.
Already her second rebound. Grace with 2 rebounds.
And Prater has made that starting lineup since we was here the last time.
I'm really excited to see her play because she did. She earned that. I don't know if they played a game since the last time we were there, but she played, she was a great game.
She did, an 8th grader. Mullins free throw, no good. Rebound comes off to Floyd Central. On the other end, Harville with the 3, nothing but net. We've got number 14, Riley Compton, into the game for the Jaguars. And here is a 3 out of the corner by Lazar. Answers.
It's 5 for Kennedy Harville, 5 for Lazar. Or no, Selena Mullins got it. That's right.
Yes. And here working in the front court with it.
Good pass.
Up and in as Harville passed into the corner to Compton and took the pass back for a field goal. Mullins into the front court. Stevens, Lazar, another 3 out of the corner. This one's no good. Prater, the little gal in there battling for it. Katie Jo Moore down the lane. Runner, no good. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Here to stay with Floyd Central.
Yeah, she just went up against the senior Katie Moore there. That might be a little tall task for her there, but she's a fighter, though.
You can't fault the effort.
No.
Here's Moore with it. Gives it over to Shannon into the game now. Here's Moore. Back to Shannon. Into the corner. It come to Harville. Prestonsburg in that 2-3 zone. They're packing it in, and a walk called on Moore. 5:12 left first quarter, just getting started. 8-5. Floyd Central with the lead.
Harville with all 8 points, too.
Yes. She's opening up strong.
Yeah.
Olivia Sloan in the front court. Here's Stevens. Goes into Lazar, and she's going to be fouled. It's either Moore or Martin. Let's see who they get. Moore.
Fouls on Moore. That is her first, team's second.
Good pass by Stevens, though. Lazar cut right, just right on the money.
And that's what you get with Faith Lazar. She can step out behind that three-point line and knock the three-pointer down, or she can take it inside. She misses her first free throw. Not shooting very much from the free throw line.
No, she's 60%.
Yeah, and misses them both. Into the front court, driving the baseline, losing the basketball, and taken away. Comes over to Olivia Sloan. Into the front court it comes to Stevens. Lazar, and passes tilt. Martin for Floyd Central comes up with it. She gives it over now to Shannon. Cross court it'll come over to Katie Jo Moore. Martin at the free throw line. Working around. Here's Harville, 3. Rattles out. Olivia Sloan comes off with the rebound. Into the front court it comes to Prater. Back to Sloan. 3 in the air. And rattles out. Prater put it up and in. The smallest player on the floor with the offensive putback.
She's been putting herself in that position, too, and that one came right down in her hands and stuck it right back up and in.
8-7, 4 minutes to go here in first quarter. And here's Katie Jo Moore with the 3 out of the corner. You can count it.
Good looking shot.
She doesn't shoot many of those, but she can knock that shot down. Her game is taking it to the bucket.
Yeah.
And here's a foul in the backcourt as Floyd Central puts the pressure on, and Shannon will commit the foul.
Shannon, that is her first, team's third. Back into the game for the Jaguars, Johnson.
I didn't see Maggie Nelson out there. I didn't see.
And the first substitution is Allison Howard as she'll come in for the Lady Cats.
She played good off the bench the other night, too.
Here's Mullins into the front court. Gives it over to Prater. And there is Howard, and she's called for the walk.
A little excited there. Didn't she? She's like a 7th grader, or?
Allison Howard is a 7th grader. You're right. Very young team, as you said. Katie Jo Moore into the front court to Shannon. Moore will take it back in the corner. She'll try a 3 from this side. No good. Rebound, Selena Mullins. Mullins into the front court to Lazar. It'll come over to Sloan. And Lazar breaks the bucket, puts it up and in. Beautiful give and go that time by Lazar and Sloan.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Good cut.
Here's Katie Jo Moore working in the front court. Gives it over to Shannon. 3 in the air. No good. Moore with the rebound. Puts it off the glass and in.
Got to get a body on her.
13-9 now. Floyd Central with the 4-point lead. Here's a steal. Johnson takes it down and puts it in. She missed a couple of layups earlier in the game on nice drives, but she got that one. Turnovers hurting Prestonsburg right now. And here in the front court, Lazar, 3 out of the corner, no good. She'll run her, no. Thought she was going to get the rebound, but Shannon beat her to it. Katie Jo Moore to the lane, shot up and in. That's her game right there.
That's her game.
And Prestonsburg's going to have to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 17-9 as Floyd Central is on a 6-0 run right now, Justin.
Yeah, they've, in the blink of an eye, they've turned that, that 2-point lead into an 8-point lead. And on the defensive end, they got the long rebound, got the layup. Jada gets the steal and gets the layup. And if you're Prestonsburg, you got to value every possession.
Well,
against this bunch.
They had the 2 turnovers, they had the 2 walks, and they scored off from both of them. And like you said, sometimes that long 3-pointer with that long rebound is almost like a outlet pass if the defense gets it, and that's what happened with Johnson with the layup.
Yeah, and against Floyd Central, you got to value the ball, and those turnovers and quick shots, I'm sure Coach Kidd's not happy with, and you got to be able to get shots up.
Exactly.
To stay in the game.
So Prestonsburg will have it. They'll be working against the 2-1-2 full court pressure, and they break it into the front court to Prater. It's knocked loose from behind, but they set a foul.
That's Shannon's second.
Foul is on Shannon. That is her second, team 4.
You know, Prestonsburg's done a good job of finding the middle on that zone.
And number 3 is in for Floyd Central, and don't have a 3. Who is that? Would that be Kaylee Hall?
No, that's
There's
Holly.
Lazar with the offensive putback up and in.
Natalie Holly.
Okay, I've got her as 10. That's on the roster they give us. She's listed as 10. On the other end, shot no good, but rebound put up by Moore, no good, and Prestonsburg comes off with the rebound.
Good strong rebound.
Here's Mullins taking it to the bucket over Martin and rolls off. Johnson with a tough rebound inside. Kicks it out to Katie Jo Moore. 1-on-2. She'll stop and pop. Free throw line good.
That's her 9th point this quarter.
19-11 as Floyd Central's opened up the 8-point lead. Lazar 3 comes up short. Rebound. Katie Jo Moore. And she'll stop this side on the other side of the free throw line. No good. Gets rebound. That was Harville, no good. Battle on the floor, still battling, and they're going to have a jump ball. It'll go to the Lady Cats.
Floyd Central just flying to the ball defensively and offensively. They've got a bunch of offensive rebounds here. Haven't been able to capitalize on it, though.
1:17 left first quarter, 19-11. Floyd Central holds the lead.
Coach Triplett changed it up a little 2-2-1 this time.
Yes.
Because they have got it in the middle pretty easily. And I think that's what he's trying to stop.
And here's Mullins still working in the backcourt. Now she'll come across the timeline, give it over to Stevens. She loses it, and it's picked up. Katie Jo Moore, another turnover. Moore into the front court with it. Works over on the side to Harville, back to Moore. And here's Johnson driving the baseline and called for the walk.
Yeah,
got under the bucket and got in trouble.
It put that other foot down.
Yes. So the Lady Cats will have it with 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Sloan. Gets it over the timeline, still on the move, kicks it over in the corner. Lazar, she's been open there, and she's hit one, but she's missed her last 2 or 3. Long outlet pass, too long for Holly as Grace Martin was trying to hit her long. It'll go over to Prestonsburg.
Yeah, Lazar on that press, I mean, when they get it to the middle and they go opposite to her, she's been wide open, that three-point line.
We've got 23 Alexis Skeens in the lineup for Prestonsburg. Here's Mullins. And they'll get it into Skeens, and she drops it out of bounds.
Yep, I think she heard those steps from Grace coming at her.
Yes. Well, that's not a good place to give it when you're trapping, because that puts her right in an instant trap down in the corner.
Yeah. And it was her first play in the game, too. So.
Right. And we've seen the same thing happen when Howard come in the same corner, drop it out of bounds, first play.
Yep.
Looks like Floyd Central was going to hold it for the last shot. We've got 10 seconds left. They've got an 8-point lead. It'll come across. That's Harville with it. Back to Katie Jo Moore, just inside the three-point line, nothing but nylon. And Moore gives her team the 21-11 lead at the end of the first quarter. We'll send it back to station. Be back for second quarter action this year, Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Gearhart Broadband knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact Gearhart Broadband and connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Welcome back to the field house, where Floyd Central extends their lead there late in the first quarter to be up 21-11 over the Lady Black Cats of Prestonsburg. And, you know, Prestonsburg got some good looks, but they got some turnovers they're going to have to clean up if they want to stay in this game.
Well, they was hanging within a bucket of them for a while, and then they started turning the ball over, and that's really when Floyd Central stretched their lead on them.
Yeah, Katie Jo Moore with 11 points and Kennedy Harville with 8 points kind of done a lot of the damage.
And Floyd Central will have it. They're trying for a twofer as they scored the last possession of the first quarter, now the first possession of the second quarter, and there's a three that's no good, out of bounds, air ball by Kennedy Harville. Don't see that very often.
No, definitely not straight away, too. She put so much arc on the ball, though. I mean.
And now looks like they're in the 2-1-2, but it's a three-quarter court pressure as Prestonsburg gets it inbounds. It was tilt, but was able to control it, and then out of the corner, Alexis Skeens knocks down a three.
That's how they can get back in this game, because they've got some good looks when they break the press.
Averaging 7 3-pointers a game, so they've got 4 players that hit double figures threes. And down here, Grace Martin down low, but she can't get nothing with it, kicks it over to Moore. No good, comes off to Prestonsburg, Selena Mullins with it. She's being tracked by Moore, gets it over to Lazar, out of the corner, three. She's not been very successful there. Hit her first, not hit one, but she's not bashful about shooting it.
No, she's not. Shoot or shoot. You got to keep on shooting. That next one's going in. And she's got that same look from that exact same spot.
She has.
Numerous times.
We had a tie-up on the rebound. Here to stay with Prestonsburg. 21-14. Prestonsburg down by 7. And here's Prater, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound comes off to Johnson. Out in front, she'll kick it over to Harville, puts it up and in. Kennedy Harville with another bucket. Gives her team a 9-point lead, 23-14. Sloan works, gets it over to Stevens, back over to Lazar, just inside the three-point line this time, no good. Katie Jo Moore with the rebound. Into the front court, still on the move, down the lane, kicks it back out to Harville. Back over to Moore. She wanted to shoot it from free throw line, gives it over to Johnson, and she'll knock it down.
Good looking
free
shot.
throw line off the elbow.
Good looking shot.
Yes. Here's Prestonsburg in the front court, and Stevens trying to get it over to Prater, out of bounds, another turnover.
Right idea, just a little too much on the pass there. Got to put a little bit more touch on it.
And Skeens will come back into the lineup for the Lady Cats. 6:17 left here in the first half. It's 25-14 Floyd Central. They work in the front court. Katie Jo Moore, number 22, that's Chelsea Johnson in the lineup. Shot out of the corner, no good by Holly. Rebound for Prestonsburg, and try to get it to Prater up front, and another turnover.
Yeah, unforced error there. Went for the home run, but
they've got them speeded up or sped up, I guess you would say right now, and that's not what they want.
Yeah, and that's where, that press, not live ball turnovers, but just kind of getting them out of their comfort zone. Some unforced errors.
Here's Floyd Central working in the front court, near steal. And Holly on a runner off the glass and in.
That's the old school runner.
One-handed runner off the glass.
Yeah.
Sloan works into the Lazar. She puts it on the floor and takes it to the bucket this time. And block call. She's not been able to hit that three-pointer, but she decided she'll take it to the hole this time and picks up a foul on Johnson.
Yeah, and I think if she does that a couple times, it might ease that, give her a little bit more confidence. That way she can get back there and knock that three down.
She just needs to see a shot go through the rim. And her free throw's up and good. Looks good on that one.
Yeah, she's a 31% three-point shooter, so.
Exactly.
She's due for a couple because she made her first and she's missed a couple here, so. But I like to see her put it on the floor and go to the hole and get to the free throw line. You can see it go through the net.
And her second free throw is up and also good. It's 27-16, 5:30 left, first half. And here's a shot up, no good. That was Johnson, Chelsea Johnson. Rebound, Prestonsburg. Into the front court it comes. That's Skeens, gets it over to Prater. Prater to Mullins. Mullins hasn't got her shot
No.
off. She's her best three-point shooter. Comes over to Mullins. She takes it down the lane. Shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up and in.
Way to stay with it there. Yeah, she needs to get more aggressive on the offensive end.
And on the other end, a three by Harville.
She's having a good game.
30-18. And here into the front court schemes, but it's knocked out of bounds by Riley Compton into the game for Floyd Central. Here to stay with Prestonsburg.
Yeah, that opposite pass is there. They've just not done a good job of completing it.
And here's Mullins looking to get it in, and she'll bring it into Prater.
Right back. Ooh.
Top of the circle, Sloan with the three, rattles out. And Compton comes off the rebound. She's tied up by Prater. I swear I love her. I love her grit.
Yeah, she does. She gets down there, and she plays her heart out. She does. And she earned those minutes, too.
If nothing happens, we got 4 more years of watching her.
That's right. That's right.
Grace Martin back in the lineup for Floyd Central. 4:35 left first half. It's 30-18. Floyd Central with the lead. Here's Harville. She'll try another three. She's feeling it, folks.
That's her third three-pointer.
Both sides of the floor as it's 33-18 now, and we got a foul in the backcourt.
She's got 8 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the second quarter already. So
16 out of the 33, almost half.
And still 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, too. So
Mullins with it in the front court for Prestonsburg. Works down the left side, gets it into the corner. Here's Stevens with the three, puts it up and in. Kylie Stevens.
Good-looking shot.
33-21. 4 minutes left, first half.
Hanging around.
Here's Harville. Gets it over, that's Chelsea Johnson. And here's a long three on the other side, up and in by Riley Compton. So
Got
it's
a shootout.
raining threes here tonight in the field house. Mullins in the front court, and a walk called as Stevens started to put it on the floor, turned around, had a defender right in her face, and drug her pivot foot.
Yeah, they Floyd Central only about 4 three-pointers a game. They've hit 5 already in the first half. So
a little above their average, but you're a hot shooter.
Yes, absolutely.
And here's Harville. She's going to try another high arcer, no good. Rebound comes off to Lazar. Gets it over to Mullins. Into the corner to go Stevens. She'll try another one. Comes up short on this one. And Prater, battling for the rebound, knocks it out of bounds.
She's everywhere.
I'm telling you, she's like Santa Claus. Isn't
She is. She covers a lot of ground. You better not put the ball down around her. She'll be there.
She's fun to watch. Floyd Central with it. That's Katie Jo Moore. She's not really looked for her shot a lot,
No.
but when she has, she's been able to knock it down.
Yeah, she had 11 in the first quarter, not taking a shot.
And Harville broke free under the bucket, but couldn't handle the pass. It goes over to Prestonsburg.
Yeah, I think she thought about shooting it before she actually secured the ball in her hand.
Might have been too close to the bucket.
That's true, too.
Sloan works it into Mullins. Mullins back to Sloan. Into the front court, Stevens. Over in the corner, Lazar. She'll try a three and comes up short. Might have been partially tipped, and they're saying that Prater knocked that one out. So,
yeah, you know, another thing that with this press that Floyd Central's doing, like we mentioned, Mullins is not getting any shots. I mean, she's almost non-existent because they're taking the quick shot before
Exactly.
she's breaking the press, and she's not getting down on the offensive end to take a shot.
and here's Moore, gives it over. Compton, another three, no good. Rebound comes off. That's Chelsea Johnson with it, and she's fouled on the putback.
So that'll be 2 on Lazar. Yep.
Foul is on Lazar. That is her second.
Wow. The only 2 fouls Prestonsburg has, both on Lazar.
Yeah. Chelsea Johnson at the line shooting 2. First one rattles out, no good.
Entering the game for Floyd Central, Holly. Entering the game for the Blackheads, Robinson.
Shay Robinson in the game for Prestonsburg. And was that Holly coming back in for
Yes.
Floyd Central? Second free throw by Chelsea Johnson, good. 37-21, 2:40 left, first half. Prestonsburg and wide open under the bucket, up and in. That's number 24, Robinson, just into the game.
Fresh off the bench.
Floyd Central working in the front court with it. Compton, here's Johnson on the floor, good baseline, nice pass over to Harville, up and good. Boy, they're sharing the basketball really well right now. Mullins gets it over to Stevens. Down Prater, baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound comes off Floyd Central. End to end goes Holly with it, puts it up. Was that?
Coast to coast.
Yes, Holly.
Yeah, coast to coast.
Couldn't tell if that's her or Harville, but look, they got about the same building. Here's a turnover. And up it'll go to Harville.
Oh.
Up and good. And we're going to have a timeout, Prestonsburg. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 43-23 as Floyd Central's open a 20-point lead with 1:42 left first half.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Turnovers. You know, you're not getting shots up down here, and Floyd Central just pushing the pace, and they've extended it out to 20. And, you know, Lazar is on the bench now with 2 fouls.
You know, Prestonsburg is not shot a bad percentage, actually, when they get into their offense. Yeah. But like you said,
it's not getting
that press is speeding them up and making them play faster than they actually like to play and creating a lot of turnovers. Yeah. And most of the turnovers is not in the backcourt. It's in the front court on that second or third pass.
Yeah, on unforced errors. I mean, you know, passes that you didn't really have to make, or you kind of bobble the catch or something like that. But I mean, Prestonsburg's done an excellent job, I thought, of getting it to the middle of the floor.
Right.
And then just, you know, what happens from there is obviously not benefited them very much.
Here's Sloan bringing it into front court as Floyd Central calls the press off. Looks like they're in a matchup 2-3 zone. Here's Mullins. I don't know if Mullins had a shot in first half, has she?
She's had a couple putbacks, but nothing from the outside, and that's her game is the three-point line.
Sloan shot no good. Rebound comes off Chelsea Johnson.
Good pass.
And Harville three, no good. Rebound Holly, kicks it back to Harville. She'll try another one. This one, no good. Martin weighs in, gets a rebound, puts it up, and one.
She bullied her way in there and got that one.
She just took it away from, I think it might have been Prater's in there.
Her first team's third. Bardwood to the line, shooting 1.
Grace Martin will be at the line for the one free throw. 1:06 all left here in the first half. It's 45-23. Make it 46.
I think that's Grace's first shot, too. She's not really been involved much, but when you've got Katie Jo and Harville having the game they're having.
Right. On a 90-point pace right now.
Yeah.
Prestonsburg working in the front court. Stevens gets it over. That was Robinson. Back over out now to Mullins. And they're staying right on Mullins. There she gets the screen, comes open with the three, and knocks it down.
There you go.
That might have been what they need to be doing.
Yeah.
I think that's her first three-point shot. She knocks it down.
And, again, it comes when they call the press off, too, because it lets her get down in the offense, too.
Well, it gives them a chance to work their offense. Floyd Central just going to hold it for the last shot. We've got 20 seconds left here in this first half. Harville standing over on the left side now, just holding it. 10 seconds. They'll get into their offense as they go back cross over to Johnson. Back to Harville. Just inside the three-point shot. Might have been blocked. Robinson comes off the rebound. Sloan. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. It's 46-26. Floyd Central over Prestonsburg. We'll send it back to the station. Be back shortly with some halftime stats and comments. It's the Mountain Sports Network.
At Home Care Health Services, we provide award-winning one-on-one attention to our patients in their own homes. Home Care Health Services is a Medicare and Medicaid certified agency founded by a nurse who saw a need in our region over 30 years ago. Since then, we have provided care for thousands of patients right where they belong. Ask for us by name with your family practitioner. Home Care Health Services at 606-432-2111.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Appalachian Wireless invites you to start the new year off with a bang. What better way than with a new Samsung device? The new Samsung Galaxy S21, S21 Plus, and S21 Ultra are the latest and hottest devices of the new year with great cameras, all-day battery life, and faster processors. The S21 is the phone everyone wants and will be jealous of. From now till the end of February, the new Samsung S21 models will be $400 off the Advantage plan at Appalachian Wireless and AppalachianWireless.com. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
More than ever, we're all living online right now. It's one more reason using online account management from Gearhart Communications just makes sense. Visit ecare.gearhart.com to sign up so you can pay your bill, review your statements, or set up worry-free automatic payments, all without leaving your home. Make life a little easier. Online account management from Gearhart Broadband. Sign up today at ecare.gearhart.com.
Welcome back to the Fieldhouse, where Floyd Central holds a 20-point lead, 46-26, over the Prestonsburg Lady Black Cats. And they, kind of controlled the game. After about towards the end of the first quarter, they just kind of stretched this lead out and haven't really looked back.
Prestonsburg started turning it over some. And Justin, let's talk about our Intermountain Sports top 5 of the week on the girls' side. And Floyd Central here on the court tonight that we're watching is number 1, followed by Pikeville, but those two teams are pretty well dead even. It was just like a percentage point difference between the two.
Right, so 1A, 1B, really.
Exactly. Shelby Valley is number 3, and they wasn't too far behind percentage-wise either. Johnson Central, number 4, and Belfry, team that beat Floyd Central, they jump into our top 5 this week.
Yeah, I think that says a lot about what we can expect when we go up to the Appalachian Wireless Arena and watch that 15th region tournament. These 5 teams here can definitely win the regional tournament. I think there's a couple teams you could probably throw in there too with Lawrence County. Kinsley Feltner could probably win a couple games by herself.
Exactly. And, the teams, of course, overall records, you've got Shelby Valley 8-3, but the other teams is in double digit as far as wins on the season. But you go to the region, you've got Pikeville 8-1 in the region, Floyd Central 9-1 in the region. That loss, as we said, come to Belfry. The loss for Pikeville is from Shelby Valley. And then you've got Johnson Central that's 9-2. Belfry is 11-3 in the region, and Shelby Valley 8-2. So those teams have taken care of their schedule in region, and that's what you got to look at.
Yeah, and Johnson Central, the game that they lost, one of the games they lost was to Floyd Central early in the season by 4 points.
Yes.
So again, like I said, March is going to be fun when it comes time for this girls' tournament.
So, in other words, what you're saying, those top 5 teams that we have right now, they've beat each other. Those losses that they got pretty well.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Going to be fun.
Yes, it is. It's 46-26 at the half. Floyd Central over Prestonsburg. We're going to send it back to the station for a short break, and then we'll be back for some halftime stats. It's your Intermountain Sports Network.
More than ever, we're all living online right now. It's one more reason using online account management from Gearhart Communications just makes sense. Visit ecare.gearhart.com to sign up so you can pay your bill, review your statements, or set up worry-free automatic payments, all without leaving your home. Make life a little easier. Online account management from Gearhart Broadband. Sign up today at ecare.gearhart.com.
Use your smart home speaker to arm and disarm the system. A full line of cameras for both indoor and outdoor areas, so you can keep an eye on your property no matter where you are. Get an early alert for water leaks before you lose thousands of dollars to expensive flood damage. One easy-to-use interface for your phone and the slimline touchpad. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
At Home Care Health Services, we provide award-winning one-on-one attention to our patients in their own homes. Home Care Health Services is a Medicare and Medicaid certified agency founded by a nurse who saw a need in our region over 30 years ago. Since then, we have provided care for thousands of patients right where they belong. Ask for us by name with your family practitioner. Home Care Health Services at 606-432-2111.
Parkview Pharmacy in Minnie is now offering vaccines for flu, shingles, and pneumonia. We also offer RX flavor for children's medicine. Delivery service is available. We have a collection of the most popular Candleberry candles. Parkview Pharmacy has been servicing all your pharmaceutical needs for over 13 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Give us a call at 606-377-2117. Christy, Valerie, and all the friendly staff at Parkview Pharmacy would like to say good luck to the Jaguars.
Gearhart Broadband knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns as we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact Gearhart Broadband and connect to the internet speed that suits your journey and enjoy the ride.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. It feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up. I promise things will eventually get better.
Welcome back to the Fieldhouse at Prestonsburg. We're at the half between Prestonsburg and Floyd Central. 46-26. Floyd Central with the lead, and Justin's got some first half stats.
For Prestonsburg, they were led in scoring by Faith Lazar and Selena Mullins, both with 7 points apiece. Kylie Stevens with 3, Audrey Prater with 2, Alexis Skeens with 3, and Shay Robinson with 2, and they were 2 for 5 from the free throw line. For Floyd Central, they were led in scoring by Kennedy Harper with a big first half of 20 points. 11 points for Katie Jo Moore, 3 points for Grace Martin, 4 points for Jada Johnson, 3 points for Riley Jo Compton, 1 point for Chelsea Johnson, and 4 for Natalie Holly, and they were 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better half if you're Coach Triplett, for sure.
And, you know, Justin, at the end of the game, we'll be picking our Intermountain Sports Network Player of the Game, sponsored by Gearhart Security. And I would think that Kennedy Harville might have a running start on that award, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, she must have heard we were giving something free away for that. And something like she went for it in the first half. She wasn't going to wait. Just go ahead and go all in for it. But she's been hot, though. She's been knocking the shots down.
She was. And Floyd Central, as you said earlier, came in just average, like 4 to 3 pointers a game? And how many did they have altogether in that first half?
Let's see. Kennedy has 3, Katie Jo has 1, and Riley Jo with 1. So they've hit 5 already. So they're above their average on the season already.
And Prestonsburg came in averaging 7 a game, and they've, got 3?
They've got 4.
4, okay.
Lazar's got 1, Mullins got 1, Stevens and Skeens both with 1. So Mullins, surprisingly, though, only got 1 off. And, I mean, she made it, but you're going to have to get her more involved in the offense, I think, if you want to crawl your way back in this game.
I think so, and that 1 3-point shot that she got was inside a minute to go in the first half. So
after they'd called the press off, because her and Olivia Sloan have been kind of doing all the dirty work down here breaking the press, and, you know, credit Floyd Central or however you want to look at it, but Prestonsburg's taking quick shots down here and, you know, obviously not converting, or they're, like you said earlier, getting that turnover on that second and third pass, not necessarily the first pass. So if you're Coach Kidd, hopefully you can try to clean that up here in the second half and crawl back in it.
Yeah, they need to get Mullins going in. Lazar, she hit her first 3-pointer and then shot 4 or 5 after that and never made another one. And she's a high percentage shooter from the 3-point line. So Lady Cats will have it start this second half. Here's Stevens with it. She'll go over to Olivia Sloan in the corner. Mullins is looking for a shot, but they come out on her. Sloan to fire up a three, no good. Rebound comes off. That's Jada Johnson with it. Into the front court she'll come. Now she'll go over to Shannon. Down in the corner here is Harville. Katie Jo Moore. Inside it'll go to Grace Martin. She's double teamed, puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back in.
She just wanted that extra rebound there.
She wanted it padding her stats, wasn't she?
That's a good pass by Moore, though.
Prestonsburg in the front court with her. Here's Mullins. Boy, I thought she might have took that when our Stevens knocks down a three. Kylie Stevens.
Her second three-pointer. Good-looking shot.
48-29 now. Floyd Central with the lead in the front court. Moore, Harville. Comes out to Shannon. There's Johnson. Johnson's been looking for her shot very active. She takes it down inside, and she's fouled on the shot.
Yeah, over in the
she's
way.
been more aggressive than I've seen her this year as far as on the offense being looking for her shot.
Yeah, she over at the WYMT, she had a good breakout game. She had like 23 points and like 12 rebounds, so I think that gave her some confidence.
She misses her first free throw.
To kind of start playing a little more aggressively.
Right. Just getting started here, the third quarter, 6:54. 48-29, and make it 49-29 as the rebound rattled out, hit the glass, and goes through.
Yeah, got a lot of rim on that one.
Sloan works in the front court. Lazar on the drive, gets it over to Prater. Back to Lazar, tries to drive the baseline. She's cut off, back to Prater. She fires up a three and comes up short. Rebound comes off to Harville with it. Into the front court, Katie Jo Moore, 1-on-3. She'll take it to the bucket, up and in.
Good move. Just pushing the ball up the floor. I mean, don't even give the defense a chance to get set.
51-29. Sloan works it, crossover, down to Prater. Back over to Sloan in the corner. And try to get it to Prater, and wasn't expecting it, but Mullins rescues it. Kylie Stevens.
Floyd Central man-to-man.
Here's Stevens works it, puts it on the floor, back out to Mullins. She tries to go inside. Shannon deflects the pass and then had a tie-up, and it's going to go to Floyd Central.
Kind of like to let them see that play out because I thought that ball, Shannon was going to end up with the ball.
Yes.
But I guess you don't want to see a wrestling match either.
Here's Katie Jo in the front court with it. Gives it over to Johnson. Katie Jo Moore just inside three-point line up. No good. Lazar working inside, and she'll save the rebound in to Sloan and gives it back to Lazar.
Good save.
Over to Stevens. She drives, gets it over to Mullins. Shannon is right in her face on the defense, and not a chance to get a shot. They're going to have to start setting some screen for her. Sloan takes it down the middle, temporarily loses the basketball up, no good. Rebound Harville. Harville's had a few boards, and
Sloan creeping behind her there.
Yes, Sloan jumped in the passing lane, caused her to drag that pivot foot. Turnover. 5:14, third quarter, 51-29.
Yeah, if you're Prestonsburg, you're going to have to get some shots up here, not be very deliberate because you need to get into this lead a little bit. Right there.
Here's Stevens working. In the corner, it'll go to Sloan. Mullins puts it on the floor. Prater. And she goes in against the big girl Martin, and Grace Martin's called for the foul.
Don't know about that one.
Don't know about that. It looked like there's an awful lot of basketball on that one.
Yeah, like she served it right up to her. That's probably a good matchup if you're Prestonsburg to exploit, to get her out on the three-point line and maybe try to go around Grace.
Right.
Grace is a savvy veteran, though. You're not going to fool her very many times.
Prater's free throw up and good. Clock rests with 4:55 left here in the third quarter. Prater's second free throw, no good. Martin runs it down in the corner and gives it over to Moore. Prestonsburg into 2-3 zone. Here's Moore, looks at a three, puts it on the floor.
Good
into
pass.
the corner, Harville, three. She's still hot.
Still hot. That's a good look by Katie Joe, too, to know where the shooter was and to find her, because Harville has had the hot hand tonight.
Well, she drove it toward the lane and drew that 2-3 defense in and opened that corner up. Here's Mullins. And Lazar shot no good. The little gal Prater puts it up, and there's going to be another foul, I think, on Martin again.
Yep.
Foul is on Martin. That is
Audrey Prater working down low.
Prater going to the line, shooting 2.
She was 1 of 2 the last trip down. And this is the first.
Returning for the
Grace's second foul.
14,
Riley Compton into the game for Floyd Central. Audrey Prater will have one more. And this one's up and misses it. Shannon with the rebound quickly. Moore into the front court without putting it on the floor. And nice steal that time by Sloan. And
just kind of telegraphed that pass.
Was a great ball movement. Never hit the floor until they got it into the front court.
Yeah, Harville probably should have went ahead and put that. I mean, if I know if I were playing, I probably would. As hot as she is, I probably would have been shooting that one. But she tried to give it back up and kind of telegraphed the pass a little bit.
Sloan brings it in the front court for Prestonsburg to Mullins. Lazar steps out behind the three-point line. She has it. Stevens. And 2 as a toe on the line, no good. Compton comes up the rebound and then loses it off her foot.
Yeah. Good defense by Sloan, not giving up.
Compton just a freshman.
Yes.
Selena Mullins will step out of bounds for Prestonsburg. 54-30, and Sloan blocked on the inside, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cats.
For Mullins to sneak back out to the corner here. You remember she did that a bunch at Prestonsburg, or at Betsy Lane.
Yes. And she triggers it in, gets it over to Stevens. She runs it down in the backcourt, now gets it over to Prater, and she throws it away. Boy, telegraphed that one, and Shannon seen it coming and takes it to the bucket, step through, no good. Rebound Lazar. Mullins up court, it'll come to Sloan, and she's wide open and puts it in.
Good look ahead by Mullins.
54-32. Floyd Central Compton with it. Harville 3 off the back of the rim. Run down in the corner by Shannon. Now come back to Harville. She's not bashful. She puts another one up, and Lazar comes off with it. Here's Mullins into the corner. Stevens. Back to Mullins. Stevens fumbled the pass. She was open for the 3. And then Lazar nearly loses it.
Good pass.
Mullins to the bucket. Puts it up and in. Nice pass to Kylie Stevens. Quickly on the other end, Katie Jo Moore inside to Compton.
Another good
Up
pass.
and good.
Wow.
She lost the basketball and just made a little tip pass over to Compton. And we've got a official timeout.
Returning for the
Lazar comes to the sideline.
Returning for the Jaguars, Martin.
I think she got hurt her back.
I
Maybe
think
there.
so. She's holding her back. But she doesn't go to the bench. Coach Kidd just says sit down here. And
yeah, he took her out.
Well, I think
Lazar.
she went back in front of the scores table to come back in. Maybe.
Oh, well, there you go. Quickly, the referee must have made her come out.
Here's Mullins opening at top of the circle, no good. Rebound Moore. And she drives it down. A nice pass over to Harville up and in.
That's a good 1-2 punch right there.
Yes, it is.
They're hitting on all cylinders.
58-34. Just over 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Mullins. Sloan for Prestonsburg. Mullins, she drops down low and puts it up and in.
Good move.
She's not been able to get that three-point shot off, so she drops down low and nice pass into her. Here's Shannon down the lane, and her pass knocked loose, but foul call.
Foul is on Prater. That is her first, team second.
And they're going to give her 2 shots. I think she was actually passing that
I definitely
one.
think she was passing that ball.
But she'll take those 2 free
Yes.
throws. And the first one's no good.
Returning for Floyd Central, number 22, Johnson. Returning for the Black Cats, number 5, Howard, and number 24, Robinson.
We've got Robinson and Howard in for Prestonsburg. And Shannon's second free throw up and good. 1:51 left, third quarter, 59-36. Floyd Central with the lead. Trying to get back on the winning side as dropped a tough one over at Belfry. And there's a rebound put back up and in by Robinson.
That's her second bucket.
Mullins missed the three-point shot, but Robinson fell right in her hand.
Yeah, right place, right time.
Floyd Central working in the front court, works it around the three-point circle. Here's Chelsea Johnson, baseline drive, no good. Martin battling for the rebound. She's going to be tied up, and it's going to go to Prestonsburg.
Good job. Was that Prater?
No, I think that was Robinson that tied her up on that one. But Prater,
I'm sure she was there somewhere.
close.
Yeah.
She was close by.
She was trying to get in on it.
You're exactly right. Mullins screen at the top of the circle, can't come loose, gets it over to Prater. It's cut off on the drive, and Shannon again jumping in the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Prestonsburg. Gets it into Prater. And she'll go, that's Robinson, and can't handle the pass. And still loose on the floor, and Grace Martin hit it about 3 times and finally knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back to Prestonsburg.
Floyd Central giving her the round of applause there for the hustle. She did. She just kept patting it and patting it and patting it.
She was trying to knock it up the floor and run and get it and just couldn't get there.
Yeah, never quite made it to where the ball was. Floyd Central fans appreciate the effort, though.
Exactly. You always appreciate the hustle. Under a minute here, third quarter. Prestonsburg Sloan with it. Drives down the right side to the bucket up. No good. She's fouled.
Foul is on Holly. That is her first.
Got her old buddy Ronnie Kidd watching in.
The line shooting 2.
Again, like to encourage everyone, if they're watching on YouTube or Facebook, to like, share, give us a comment who you're rooting for, where you're rooting from, as Sloan misses the first free throw.
She's had a quiet night tonight.
She'll have one more. Clock rests 42 seconds. And the second one rattles in. 59-39. 20-point lead at the half, so Prestonsburg has played even with them here in this third quarter.
Yeah, that little stretch there at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter just made the game for them, I guess.
Floyd Central was working for that last shot. Here's Martin, and Katie Joe went down the middle and got caught between where to shoot or to pass and drug her pivot foot.
I think she
called for the walk.
Probably thinking Coach Striplett doesn't want me to shoot it this fast, but when you got a layup, I think you got to go ahead and take that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you go ahead and take that.
If you're not going to shoot, don't break to the bucket.
That's right. That's right. Or don't give your dribble up either.
Exactly.
You know, if you're going
Here's Sloan working down that right side to the hole and puts it up and in. Olivia Sloan.
Same move she did last time.
2 nice drives. On the other end, Shannon, no good at the buzzer, and at the end of 3, it's 59-41, Floyd Central. We'll send it back to station, be back for final quarter action. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
At Home Care Health Services, we provide award-winning one-on-one attention to our patients in their own homes. Home Care Health Services is a Medicare and Medicaid certified agency founded by a nurse who saw a need in our region over 30 years ago. Since then, we have provided care for thousands of patients right where they belong. Ask for us by name with your family practitioner. Home Care Health Services at 606-432-2111.
Welcome back to the field house where Floyd Central leads Prestonsburg 59-41, getting ready to start the fourth quarter here.
And Justin would like to let everyone know the coaches and the players, their warm-up jerseys, the boys and girls, is wearing the pink cover-ups, and that's for cancer awareness. So we like to just mention that, let everyone know.
Yeah, a lot of people in the stands got on pink too.
Yes, and that's a great thing. I'm sure to everybody that's in this gymnasium night, one shape, form, or fashion has probably been touched by the cancer.
Absolutely, and you know, the more awareness you can bring to it.
And Mullins tries a three and shoots an air ball, and actually that's her second air ball from the three-point line, something you will not see very often from Selena Mullins.
No, she's probably just a little anxious to get some shots off because she has been kind of bottled up a little bit.
She had a little smile on her face as she went down the floor on that one. Maybe a little embarrassed. And there's a walk called. That was on Jada Johnson.
Maybe put that other foot down.
59-41, 7:15 left here in the ball game.
You know, I thought this might happen. Coach Triplett back in. I mean, it's only an 18-point game, and I know that's a lot of points, but, you know, it's early in the fourth quarter. You go on a little run the way they shoot the three-point shot, you know, you never know.
Well, Prestonsburg played them dead even in that third quarter.
Yes, yeah.
They had a 20-point lead at the half, and they had it at the end of the third. Here's a steal by Shannon, and she's been in that passing lane all night. And beautiful left-hand shot up under heavy pressure from defense.
Yeah, she's played a great floor game. It doesn't show up in the scorebook over here, but she has played great defense.
And on the other end, a blocking foul is called on Jada Johnson.
That's her fourth.
Foul is on Jada Johnson.
A very clean third quarter. That's only the sixth foul called total between both teams during the second half.
Yeah, and we only had, I think, 8 fouls in the first half. So good, clean basketball both ways. Which, again, you know, Floyd Central's pushing the ball. Prestonsburg shooting three-pointers. So, you know, that kind of translates into not a lot of fouls called, not a lot of free throw shots.
Exactly. Well, you know, Prestonsburg came in averaging exactly the same number of free throws taken in the game as they made three-pointers. There's Mullins, and hits blocked from behind Shannon. And Shannon over to Moore. Quickly on the other end, Katie Jo Moore, excuse me, breaks open and puts it up and in.
Coast to coast. And that's what Floyd Central's done a good job of tonight, just not really letting Prestonsburg get set on defense, just pushing it.
Yeah, when they get the rebound, they definitely is pushing it to the other end. Here's Sloan driving, kicks it out. Lazar, she's had a quiet second half, and she shoots an air ball from the top of the circle. It'll go to Floyd Central.
Yeah, she's not scored this half. And I honestly, I think Cameron Shannon's been on her too here playing the man-to-man defense.
Floyd Central working in the front court with it. Johnson. She drives, runner in the lane, off the glass and good. Nice looking shot, Jada Johnson. And she opened the game up with a couple drives into paint like that, Justin.
Yeah, she's been real aggressive on offense, and that, you know, Coach Triplett's probably telling her to be aggressive on offense. When you can put the ball in the hole, that's the name of the game.
Selena Mullins to the rim, and she's going to draw a foul, and I think that's going to go against Johnson.
That might be a little too aggressive on defense. That's
she's
her
getting
fifth.
it done on both ends of the floor, and is that her fifth foul?
Yes, that's her fifth. Yeah. Played a good game.
We've got a Mullins be at the line shooting too, but Justin had a message sent in by one of our viewers watching tonight that the shirts tonight is in honor of Miranda Hall, mother of Tanner and Skylar Hall of Floyd Central High School.
Yeah.
And Miranda was a graduate of Prestonsburg.
Oh, okay.
So that's the reason we've got the shirts. We appreciate
Okay.
that information. And here on the other end, Moore shot no good. Rebound, Prestonsburg. That's number 11 into the lineup. That would be Courtney Meadows. And on the other end, Mullins shot no good. Grace Martin comes off with the rebound. Floyd Central working in the front court.
Everybody trying to catch their
Shannon
breath.
and Grace Martin down low, and she's going to be fouled. And guess who was down in there battling?
Oh, yeah, all day.
Audrey Prater.
All day.
All 4 foot 10 inches off her.
She doesn't care who she's going against.
Let's see what they've got her listed at. 5'6". That might be stretching it a little bit.
Yes, it may be.
Grace Martin, free throw up and good.
And, you know, you let Grace get it that deep and you're in trouble.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who's playing.
Exactly.
Who's behind her.
66-41. We've got 4:51 left as Martin misses the second free throw. Mullins in the front court for Prestonsburg. Works over Stevens, back to Mullins. Stevens has hit the three-pointer tonight.
Yes.
And here's Mullins. And she's not even looking for a shot out front now, Justin. Usually she'd take that shot. Got a pretty nice screen. Here's Audrey Prater, and she knocks the three-point down.
Well, she's going to be a player, I got a feeling, for the next couple of years.
I think so. I think Coach Kidd has got a jewel in the making right there. 66-44 on the other end. Harville, no good. Compton with the rebound, no good. She's fouled.
Good rebound.
And Prater down inside battling. As much as she likes to play down inside, I like to see her grow about a foot.
Yeah, girl her size shouldn't be down there, but I think she likes mixing it up down there.
I think she does.
She does a good job in there, so I don't blame her.
Riley Compton knocks the free throw down. 4:12 left here in the ball game. We'll have the second game tonight between the boys after this game. Misses the second free throw, and here's Prater on the other end, fires up a three, rattles out.
Looked good from here.
It did. Katie Jo Moore over to Martin. Here's Shannon with it, and goes inside. Martin and Moore both breaking to the bucket and knocked each other out of the pass. He'll go over to Prestonsburg.
I think they were confused who was going to be catching it and who was going to be saving it.
Prestonsburg will have it. Sloan into the front court. And looks like Floyd Central still in that 2-3 matchup zone. Here's Prater with it, working on the left side, and she steps back that was just inside the three-point line, two. No good. Moore on the move, gets it over to Compton in the lane. Shot blocked. Sloan, and Sloan will knock it out of bounds. Here to stay with Floyd Central.
Good look ahead, and that's, you know, the part of Katie Jo's game. I mean, she's always looking ahead instead of being, you know, overly aggressive or trying to be selfish there. She's always looking for a teammate.
Well, that's the veteran player she is, because she knows she can get her shot whenever she wants it.
Yeah, she scored enough points for.
And just speaking of it, wide open top of the circle, knocks it down right on cue.
Yeah, she scored enough points for a couple people in her career.
She has. And Prater on the other end, no good.
Good box out by Holly.
Holly comes out with it. Compton running the floor on the other end, 1-on-3. She'll hold it up now and give it over to Holly. Moore at the free throw line. Shannon down the lane to the bucket, off the glass and in. Got a viewer from Western Kentucky watching the game tonight as it's 72-44. Floyd Central over Prestonsburg. We got a 30-second timeout, Justin.
Yeah, this is, you know, if you're Floyd Central, you like where you've been. You know what I mean? You've kind of bounced back. You got 2 wins in a row now, barring anything crazy here. And, you know, I think Prestonsburg has done a pretty good job. The score doesn't reflect it, but they fought hard, and I think they've done a good job of you know, handling the pressure, they just got to cut down on some of those turnovers that they've been making in the half-court set, because they've done a good job against the press of breaking it, but just not a real good job of
Prestonsburg working in the front court here. Prater drives the baseline cutoff out to Mullins. Sloan. And Mullins topped the circle. And she knocks a three down. Looking ahead for Floyd Central. They got Perry Central, Lawrence County, McGoffin County, Johnson County, Pikeville, and Shelby Valley. So that's a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah, that Pikeville, Shelby Valley, that should be two dandies right there at the end of the season.
And Lawrence County too. You know, Lawrence County, they went into overtime to beat Lawrence County over at Floyd Central as Compton's shot partially blocked. Sloan comes off with it. Here's Mullins with it.
Good pass.
And inside, Prater puts it up and in.
Good pass by Mullins. Good finish by Prater, being in the right spot.
Yeah, and that's a good schedule, you know, to end the season to get you ready for tournament play, too.
Yeah, you're going against two contenders the last two games of the regular season. I mean, that'll let you know where you're at real quick.
Actually, you're going through three contenders.
That's
you got
right.
Johnson Central, Pikeville, and Shelby Valley back to back to back.
Yes.
There's a shot no good. That was Chelsea Johnson. Prestonsburg in the front court with it. Stevens over to Sloan. She'll fire up a three, knocks it down.
Two in a row.
And we've got a timeout, but it's just to get some substitutions in for Prestonsburg.
Yeah, I was looking at the top five there. That's number 2, 3, and 4.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? To end the season, that's your number 1. So
yes. The only one they don't have is Belfry.
Yeah,
They've already played them.
Yeah.
So they're going to play the 4 of the top 5 here at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Floyd Central works it in the front court. Got number 2 in the lineup. That's Kylie Tackett. Here's Chelsea Johnson, Holly. And Tackett is, no, excuse me, that's number 1, Chloe Crace, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. 1:05 all that's left. It's 72-52. And as of right now, Prestonsburg has played even with Floyd Central here in the second half. Of course, Floyd Central's not put that pressure on none this second half like they did in for the time or two they had, but the first half they was pretty well pressured the whole first half.
Yeah, that full court press, and that's what I said. I think Coach Kidd can build on, you know, looking back at that tape, you did a good job of breaking the press, but you didn't do a good job of finishing after you got past that part.
And free throw no good. Rebound by Compton, puts it back up and in.
She's had a good game.
Riley Compton. She's close to double figures.
Yeah,
probably.
She's got 8 points.
Yes. Here's Prater. Top the circle, partially blocked. Rebound comes off. That's Holly with it. Into the front court, under a minute to go. And pass down in the corner to Tackett. Take it away from her. Prater with it. And in the front court, loses her dribble, picks it back up. Goes over, that's Robinson with it. Back to Prater. Number 44 into the lineup, that's Kylie Stumbo for Prestonsburg. Courtney Meadows with it. And Meadows will fire up a 3, no good. And ran down, nice hustle. Chelsea Johnson takes it end to end, puts it up, no good. Robinson comes off the rebound for Prestonsburg.
Robinson's gave them some good minutes off the bench, I feel like.
Has.
Couple rebounds.
And that's going to be it as Floyd Central comes away with the 74-52 win. We'll send it back to the station. Be back shortly with some halftime and stats and comments, and also try to get an interview with the winning coach. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Use your smart home speaker to arm and disarm the system. A full line of cameras for both indoor and outdoor areas, so you can keep an eye on your property no matter where you are. Get an early alert for water leaks before you lose thousands of dollars to expensive flood damage. One easy-to-use interface for your phone and the slimline touchpad. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
Gearhart Broadband knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact Gearhart Broadband and connect to the internet speed that suits your journey and enjoy the ride.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Welcome back to the Fieldhouse here at Prestonsburg. We have a final in tonight's first game. Floyd Central 74-52 over Prestonsburg, and Justin has some final stats.
For Prestonsburg, Faith Lazar with 7 points, Selena Mullins and Olivia Sloan both with 11 points, Kylie Stevens with 6 points, Audrey Prater with 8 points, Alexa Skeens with 3 points, and Shay Robinson with 4 points. For Floyd Central, Katie Jo Moore with 18 points, right at her average. Kennedy Harville with 25 big points. That's double her average. Grace Martin with 6 points. Jada Johnson with 7 points. Riley Jo Compton with 8 points. Cameron Shannon with 5. Chelsea Johnson with 1. And Natalie Holly with 4. And, you know, we mentioned it a couple times there. At the end of the first quarter, start of the second quarter, you know, Floyd Central just kind of put the pedal to the metal and didn't look back.
Well, that press, they turned Prestonsburg over, and they were scoring off the points off of turnovers, and Prestonsburg was able to overcome that. How many three-pointers did Harville have tonight?
Harville had 1, 2, 3, 4. She only hit 4. It seemed like she hit more than that, but
well, she had a nice inside game too.
Yeah, she did. They hit her on some good cuts to the basket.
So with the 25 points for Harville, as Justin said, double her average coming in tonight's game, she's going to be named our Intermountain Sports Network, sponsored by Gearhart Security, as our player of the game. Kennedy Harville, 25 points, 4 three-pointers for Floyd Central. So we're going to send it back to the station. Be back shortly with an interview with Coach Triplett, if we can get him over here. This is your Intermountain Sports Network.
Appalachian Wireless invites you to start the new year off with a bang. What better way than with a new Samsung device? The new Samsung Galaxy S21, S21 Plus, and S21 Ultra are the latest and hottest devices of the new year, with great cameras, all-day battery life, and faster processors. The S21 is the phone everyone wants and will be jealous of. From now till the end of February, the new Samsung S21 models will be $400 off the Advantage plan at Appalachian Wireless and AppalachianWireless.com. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. It feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up. I promise things will eventually get better.
At Home Care Health Services, we provide award-winning one-on-one attention to our patients in their own homes. Home Care Health Services is a Medicare and Medicaid certified agency founded by a nurse who saw a need in our region over 30 years ago. Since then, we have provided care for thousands of patients right where they belong. Ask for us by name with your family practitioner. Home Care Health Services at 606-432-2111.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Gearhart Broadband knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact Gearhart Broadband and connect to the internet speed that suits your journey and enjoy the ride.
Parkview Pharmacy in Minnie is now offering vaccines for flu, shingles, and pneumonia. We also offer RX flavor for children's medicine. Delivery service is available. We have a collection of the most popular Candleberry candles. Parkview Pharmacy has been servicing all your pharmaceutical needs for over 13 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Give us a call at 606-377-2117. Christy, Valerie, and all the friendly staff at Parkview Pharmacy would like to say good luck to the Jaguars.
Welcome back to the Fieldhouse here at Prestonsburg as we're getting ready for tonight's second game between Floyd Central and Prestonsburg. It'll be the boys, but before we get started, we got a interview with tonight's winning coach in tonight's first game, Justin Triplett.
Coach, talk about your win tonight. You guys got up and down the floor pretty good. The press seemed to work pretty good, too. You sped them up a lot.
It did. I mean, we pressed a lot in there in the first half, just try to build a lead. And then in the second half, we wanted to focus on working on half-court man. I mean, because ultimately you can't win unless you're playing good half-court man. I felt like we shot the ball pretty good tonight. Moved the ball well. I know we had 12 assists at halftime.
Yeah.
We shoot for 20 a game. I don't know what it ended up being, but
I'd say you were close.
I know we played real well together.
Yeah. I thought Katie Jo did a good job of playing a good floor game. She scored when she had to. She ended up with 18 points, but I thought she did a good job of just playing a good overall floor game, and that's what you want out of Katie Jo, I'm sure.
I mean, ultimately, with how Lake 8 wants to play, she's going to score 15 points and have 10 assists and normally 8 rebounds.
Yes.
I felt like, too, we got a good – I mean, the girls that came off the bench gave us a lot more energy than they had been recently. So we got a lot out of them tonight, too.
Yeah, I thought you guys did a real good job. I mean, when Kennedy shoots like that, you guys are going to be tough to beat. I mean, she had 25 tonight, shot a good percentage. I mean, it was a good overall game. And like you said, Riley Jo Compton come off the bench, gave you some good minutes. And Jada, we talked about during the game, too. Jada seems like she's been more aggressive here lately, too.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to be – I mean, she's trying to be the third option.
Right.
Is what she wants. Her or Grace or Cam or Riley Jo, they can all do it. It's just being aggressive the whole time to do it. I mean, you can't shy away from it. She missed some easy shots there to start the game, but I think every one of them, I think it's jitters every time first of the game.
Yeah. And, last thing I'll talk to you about, me and Larry were talking about your schedule here. It's time to fine-tune, kind of, like you said, working on some man stuff. And you play Johnson Central, Shelby Valley, and Pikeville, right there at the end of the season to kind of get yourself ready.
Well, if you want to see where you're at, then you pick the top 3 and you play them. I mean, that's what we're hoping for. But good Lord, with this year, you never know. You could go 2 weeks and not play.
Yeah, you might not get any of those games.
But, I mean, that's me and Dodo and Orem and Coach Rice was that was a reschedule from a
earlier game.
Yeah, but those two specifically, Valley and Pikeville, I wanted at the end of the season.
Right, and I'm sure they want you too, because that's what we talked about, our top 5 up here. Anybody can beat anybody. It's going to be a great tournament, and you guys look like you'll be right there at the end too. So we appreciate you coming on, and good luck to you. Well, you got about 2 weeks left.
There we go. Hopefully we don't get quarantined.
No, that's right. That's right. Knock on wood.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Great win.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
And we're going to send it back to the station. We'll be back shortly with tonight's second game between Prestonsburg and Floyd Central this year in the Mountain Sports Network.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Intermountain Cable, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Coalfields Telephone, Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, Big Sandy REAC. It is also brought to you by Howard Family Pharmacy, Mineshaft Harley Davidson, Gearhart Security, Appalachian Wireless, and Parkview Pharmacy. Live high school basketball coverage on the Intermountain Sports Network is a production of WPRG TV.